Our Light Up the Sky Roundtable has director Richard Lehman and actor Susan Revell, Dalton Thomas, and Allison Rose. Richard, you chose to do a show about theater and theater people. As you've been in the theater for many years, what about this script made you want to direct it?
I first saw this show back in the early 1970s when I was in college, and it is the quintessential show about putting on a show. In the time since I've been in theater, I've been in theater since 1967 when I was a sophomore in high school. I have met every one of these characters. I have met the director, I have met the producers, I have met the leading lady and the young playwrights. I've worked with all of them, and it's really fun to be able to show our audiences here at Jewel Box what goes on backstage. This is really the boot camp experience by watching this show.
Did it make your job easier having a to die for cast? You have a stellar cast with gem winners and sought after actors.
Yes, that is a wonderful thing. Some of these actors I have worked with for many, many years. Susan Revell and Terry Veal have been working with me since about 1980. Dalton has been working with me for about the last 5 years, and I'm very happy to be working with people like Allison and Don, although Don did one other show for me before. It's just great to be able to have what I consider a bunch of veterans working on this show.
Thank you. Susan, tell us about your 35 theater relationship with Richard.
Well, as much as I hate to admit it, it has been a long time. I first met Richard at the now defunct Oklahoma Theater Center that is completely vanished now. We had a wonderful time, and Richard was kind enough to cast me and told me that one reason he cast me was because I had funny hair. I had long curly hair, but that started our great relationship, and we've done much theater since then. I kind of followed him wherever he went, and we worked at Edmond Community Theater and Theater a la Carte, his own theater out in the park for many years, and also at Jewel Box. It's been a wonderful relationship.
Thank you. Dalton, how many shows have you done with Richard, and do you have a favorite?
Yes, I have done 3 shows now, including this one with Richard Lehman. The favorite has to be Fools. It's the first show I did with him, and I'll never forget it, just for the fact that the show itself is such a zany comedy, and he really pulled a lot of things out of me at the time. I was just a senior in high school at that time, and he trusted me with this show to helm the show, and he taught me things, and he brought things out of me that I didn't even know that could happen. And so the fact that he gave me a chance like that really inspired me to continue acting and always trying to follow his name wherever I went to trying to get in another show.
For the comedy, black comedy under Richard's direction, you received a Best Actor gem. What was that like?
Oh, it was fantastic. I'll remember the moment my name was said at the Gems. Me and him both shot up out of the chairs, instantly came together, and just hugged there for about 10 seconds or so. But another show, of course, that pushed me even further, this time more of the physical comedy more than just the talking comedy. But every show that I've progressively done with Richard, he has taught me something new about theater or stage, and I can't thank him enough for that.
Allison, you're a newbie to the group. How has it been rehearsing with this zany bunch of actors?
I actually am privileged enough to have worked with most of the actors individually. It is a big difference having, like Richard said, a cast full of veterans that all kind of come ready to learn and just hit the ground running. And we're at a point in rehearsals now that I'm not sure I've been at this point in rehearsals before, because everybody comes ready to work, and you're not waiting or playing catch up with anybody. So it has been amazing. This is one of my favorite groups of people, individuals, and now getting to work with them as an ensemble has been amazing.
Tell us about your character, who's the leading lady in the play.
Well, I'm trying to think of nice things to say. She's a little bit of a diva, but she is very cunning, very clever, not somebody you want to cross. But I think she does have a soft side, and she's worked her way to being a diva, and she's earned it, and she's going to hold that position for as long as she can.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Light Up the Sky Runs Thursday through Saturday at 8 p.m. and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. through May 8th. Call 521-1786 Tuesday through Friday for reservations, and thank you for listening to the Round Table.